Welcome to another edition of Disco Doc Reacts. I just want to start with a heartfelt thanks to my Patreon patrons and YouTube members, mainly because they are extremely bloody awesome, but also because I always forget to say so. I actually make very little income from the videos themselves, so supporting the channel through membership is the only way to help us keep going for the next year. I'll pop the links in the description in case you are able to chip in. And do stroke my shiny bell and subscribe if you haven't already. Cheers. Anywibbles, Ren made a bit of a boo-boo last week when he accidentally made this video live on YouTube instead of scheduling the premiere. Several people jumped on Ren's rabbit hole Facebook group to boast that they had watched the music video, ranging from a few seconds to the whole thing twice. Once he finally got it sorted, Ren commented on the video, "Yes, I ballsed up and uploaded this by mistake for a grand total of 3 minutes, when it was meant to be scheduled for next week. Yes, I am an idiot. Confirmed." However, there is another, much funnier, possibility too. In the live chat for the previous premiere, the Fred Again mashup, Ren encouraged fans to show their support for Connor, his right-hand man for want of a better word, who has been participating in No Fap February, or Fapuary. Old Blue Ball Connor was not amused, and he later claimed on social media that he had deliberately uploaded the video early as revenge, to get Ren back. Sounds like Connor needs to release some of that pent-up energy. Maybe he should go for a massage or something. But no happy endings, if you know what I mean. Anywibbles, let's get on with it. We know from the video title that Ren will be including 2 songs in this retake, Back on 74 by Jungle, and Message in a Bottle by The Police. Shall we learn a bit more about each of those songs first? Let's start with Jungle. Jungle are a British electronic music project founded in 2013 by London-based producers Josh Lloyd Watson and Tom McFarlane, who had been friends since they were 9 years old and lived next door to each other in Shepherd's Bush, London. Originally the pair were part of the short-lived indie band Born Blonde, which released 1 album in 2012. They went on to form Jungle at the beginning of 2013, choosing to put an aesthetic emphasis on the music surrounding artwork and videos, and not on the pair's own identity. Initially hiding their names and faces, Josh Lloyd Watson and Tom McFarlane came to be known as J&T. Speaking to Music Tech in 2021, Jungle cited MF Doom, Jay Dilla, DJ Shadow, and Madlib as influences on their production and ambiguity. When asked why they remained elusive and behind the scenes in the early stages of their career, Lloyd Watson said, "It's not part of our personality, but because we make music, everybody kind of wants to know who we are. We ain't beautiful celebrities."
Was there maybe one artist or song that in particular kind of you bonded over? And then like
depends
it
depends what year,
era, which era.
Well, the earliest you can remember. Kind of
high school was like UK hip hop,
okay.
Like artists like Jest, Task Force, Brain Tax,
yeah,
Kalashnikov,
right through to kind of some weird Red Hot Chili Peppers music.
Yeah, like Blood Sugar Sex Magic, that was a record. Moon Safari was another record that we connected over.
Okay.
I mean, there were so many.
So it was already very eclectic. It wasn't one thing.
Yeah, I think we never went head first into a specific genre, because we just liked good shit wherever if it was hip hop, jazz, like krautrock, funk. Just like whatever happened, you know, we loved the Strokes. They were like, you know, one of our favourite bands when we were kids. It was just cool.
And you mentioned those early songs. Do you have a recording of those, or
a recording
of those early those initial songs?
Well, it was sort of before the age of hard drives and all those sort of things. So there's probably a few that have survived. I remember losing one of my hard drives. It fell on the floor because the cable was plugged in over there, and somebody came in, and I moved and I pulled the hard drive off the table and just basically deleted half my life. But you know, it's not that precious. Yeah.
Over the course of the following year, Jungle evolved into a collective by working with different artists across diverse disciplines. To perform the music live, Jungle expanded to a 7-piece band, fronted by J&T. The pair wished to challenge themselves, resisting the temptation to simply reproduce their music from their laptops, and instead translated their songs into a full and organic live experience. Jungle are known for their one-take dance videos directed by Josh. One take, eh? I wonder if this is one of the things that appealed to Ren. It surely can't be a coincidence. Jungle frequently collaborate with the same dancers, choreographer, and cinematographer. Their songs have been featured in many television shows and other media. Their music is present in the playlists of FIFA 15 and Forza Horizon 2, was used to open an Apple event, and can be found in commercials for Peloton, O2, Toyota and Starbucks. Jungle has played at Reading, Leeds, iTunes and Glastonbury festivals, and appeared on TV shows such as Jimmy Kimmel Live and later with Jules Holland. Shall we have a listen to their song Back on 74?
Give it up for Sister Realness.
The Back on 74 Feet video is touted as a music video art gallery, with an ever-changing range of 10,000 images changing on each view. When viewing the video, created with WeTransfer, fans are able to download any of the images, with another then automatically taking its place for others to see. Framed art pieces often appear in the backdrop of the video, or are sometimes carried and held by the dancers featured throughout. Shall we try it? I'll click on this framed image, and now the frame is empty. This is because I have taken this image right from the video. I can download it and save it. The next time someone watches the video it will have a different image there. Seriously dope concept. Although I do feel a bit like I've robbed an art gallery. Heist ahoy. Check my eBay account later to snap up a bargain. Since Jungle released their music video for Back on 74, fans have been raving over the choreography, even replicating it in their own homes. From Alex Wong to the cast of the international tour of West Side Story, people are highlighting their favorite moments from the video on TikTok. The infectious choreography trending on social media was dreamed up by Shay Laticolin, a dance maker based out of Amsterdam and London. Shay has done music videos for Ed Sheeran and Stormzy. Jungle published a short behind-the-scenes video, consisting of a single fixed video feed from the balcony, showing a different perspective. Shall we take a quick look? Wow, that angle really shows off the complexity and fluidity of this dance routine. Whichever AV professional thought to put that camera up is a genius. And did you notice that the song was sped up slightly? This is a common technique during shoots, meaning that the finished product can be slowed down to match the actual song, creating a dreamy, flowy movement of the dancers. However, this is not the final cut. There are a few very minor differences. So it may just be that the song was sped up during rehearsals, another common technique, which means that in the final performance it will feel slower and easier, and therefore more likely to successfully capture the one take. In summary, Back on 74 is a warm summer afternoon of a song about nostalgia. Jungle reflect on their younger days and wish they could go back to a time when life was easier. Let's give the last words to Josh. He told Apple Music. It's that feeling of having this place of your life where you grew up, where you had these really fond memories. 74 is a fictitious thing, but for us it's like 74th Avenue or 74th Street or something, where, in your imagination or as a kid, you were playing out on the street. You've gone back to this place and it's giving you this really nostalgic feeling, but everything's not quite the same. Okay, great. Well, shall we move on to the next song that inspired Ren's Retake? Released in 1979, it's become a bit of a timeless classic. It is, of course, Message in a Bottle by the British rock band The Police, written by the band's lead vocalist and bassist, Sting. As the familiar guitar riff kicks in, did you know that Message in a Bottle was inspired by Sting's own experience stranded on a Caribbean beach? Sting incorporates this into the story of a person stranded on a deserted island who sends out an SOS message in a bottle, hoping for a response and some form of human connection. And here's something funny. Did you know that the song was initially titled, Message in a Drunken Bottle, but the record label objected to the word, drunken, fearing it might promote alcoholism, so they changed it to, Message in a Bottle. Probably a good thing in retrospect. They might have been cancelled by now if they'd left it as it was. While the song's narrative can be interpreted literally as a tale of a person lost at sea, it's also been interpreted metaphorically, symbolizing broader themes of alienation, longing, and the search for connection in a modern, often disconnected world. The lyrics express feelings of loneliness, isolation, and the yearning for communication and companionship. The song's themes of isolation and longing resonate deeply with Sting's personal journey and with a part of us all. This reminds me of a quote by Dave Grohl, music legend of Nirvana and Foo Fighters. He said, "You can sing a song to 85,000 different people and they'll sing it back for 85,000 different reasons. Isn't music just flipping squibbly Scooby-Dooing amazing?" I said that bit by the way, not Dave. Sting's haunting vocals and Andy Summers' iconic guitar work set the stage for a musical journey unlike any other. But did you know that there's hidden Morse code in the background of this song? Listen closely during the instrumental break, and you'll hear faint signals spelling out, SOS. It's a subtle but clever addition that reinforces the theme of seeking help and connection, echoing the desperate plea for connection in the vastness of the ocean.
Message in a bottle. Oh, message in a
The song became the Police's first #1 hit in the UK and their first top 10 hit in the United States, propelling them to international fame almost overnight. And it topped charts worldwide, solidifying the Police's status as one of the greatest bands of their time. And artists from various genres have covered "Message in a Bottle," including John Mayer, Machine Head, and The Script, showcasing its broad appeal across different musical styles. Culminating, of course, with our sick boy Ren. And there you have it, my lovely little fractals. A deep dive into the timeless classic, "Message in a Bottle," by the Police. Did you learn something new today? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It's almost time to move on to Ren's mashup retake. But before we do so, shall we have a quick look at the time he performed it with Liv Sangster whilst busking in Brighton? Busking. What's busking? I asked my friend Black Pegasus and he said it was some sort of filthy sex move. Although he said he'd only tried it once. Listen to what they are doing with those iconic guitar chords. That distinctive guitar riff, originally played by Andy Summers at the beginning of the song, is instantly recognizable and is considered one of the most iconic guitar intros in rock music. But these two bring their own beauty to it. Can you hear the influence of reggae in this rhythm? As we know, it's a huge part of what Ren does. The Police incorporated elements of reggae music into many of their songs, including "Message in a Bottle." This fusion of rock and reggae contributed to their unique sound and set them apart from other bands of the time, and it's one of the things we see repeatedly in Ren's music. Oh, that signature bassline is just oozing through. Sting's bassline in the original is notable for its melodic and rhythmic complexity, showcasing his skill as a bassist and contributing to the song's overall groove. But Ren and Liv bring a whole new musicality to it. It's like a conversation between the two of them, smooching back and forth in sweet and sexy reverie. I'm turned on, are you?
Well, it's been so long since the Roman I should have known this right from the start. Only hope can keep me together. Love can mend your life, but love can break your heart. Sending out an SOS, sending out an SOS, sending out an SOS, sending out an SOS to the world.
Okay. Well, let's leave Ren and Liv there, in that beautiful Brighton Beach sunset. It's time to head over to Ren's latest drop. And you know what? I'm starting to see why Ren chose these two songs. He has said that they are two of his favorite songs to play, and they just happen to blend well together. But how did they become his favorites? What did they make him feel? Message in a Bottle is about someone feeling lonely in the universe, feeling a painful sort of loneliness as if they were imprisoned and sort of detached from everyone else. And Ren has felt that often in his life, due to his battle with Lyme disease. And then Back on 74 is pure nostalgia. A longing for and looking back on a time when things were better, brighter, before the imprisonment, when hope still burned its stubborn light bright. I get it. Anywibbles. Over to the sick boy himself. Well, the first thing to say is that this is filmed in Bar Valentino, a 1920s-style speakeasy cocktail bar in Brighton, England. I wonder if Ren is going to bring that sort of vibe to the song? With Kai looking epic on bass with those shades, Ren sharpshootin' and zoot suitin', and the vintage-style backing performers, I'm guessing so.
Keep it rocking, doing the same thing. We get high on the breakdown. We were watching from the same time, but that don't change what I think now. We were talking about the same crime, but we don't hide when it rains now. I learned my lesson at the same time. Ooh, where did it go? Back on 74. Call this place my home. Never gonna cry anymore. Where did it all go? Ooh.
Those harmonies. Oh boy, those harmonies. They are like hot treacle. Smooth, sweet and oh so tasty. They really accentuate Ren's head voice falsetto and bring out the best in his voice. And did I mention, Ren is looking absolutely fly there in that outfit. It almost looks like he stepped straight off the set of Money Game 3 and into this one. And given that it's only a 2-hour train ride from Huntington to Brighton, that's one carriage it would have been bliss to ride in.
Keep it rocking, doing the same thing. We get high on the breakdown. We were watching from the same time, but that don't change what I think now. We were talking about the same crowd, but we don't hide when it rains down. I learned my lesson at the same time. Ooh, where did it go? Back on when I noticed you. Call this place my home. Never gonna cry anymore. Where did it let it go? Let it go. 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 Let it go.
I am enjoying this very much. Great clapping action there. The only thing it's missing so far is a dope rap sequence from Ren. But will we get one? Place your bets now.
Let's take 'em back to 1714. Inherently poor, myself on the breakdown. Talk is secondary, first my specialty. Naughty bars on a takedown. Rap like nicotine, sound so addicting. Click, click, zippo flip, caddy daddy hit the green. Soak up dopamine, I mean dope scheme. Take more head than the blade of a guillotine. Filipina, you should have seen her. She likes girls but I turn Tina. Angelina, wanna raid her tomb. Ocarina, with the Zelda moves. Sound so smooth, wax strip groove. Don't stay still, wanna make that move. Thought for food, colour scheme nude. Massive like jungle, shy but rude. And the world is yours, that's a Nas shout out with an awkward pause. Cause the world is flawed when the power makes money and the money makes wars. And the world is more than a place in space on a spinning ball. And for now that's all, back to 1974.
Haha, there we go. I knew Ren wouldn't refrain from rapping for too long. Well, I'm not going to give a full breakdown of the bars. Do I look like frickin' Knox? But here's some of my favorites. She likes girls, but I turned Tina is a reference to singer Tina Turner. Angelina, I'm gonna raid her tomb, is a reference to Angelina Jolie who played Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider movie. Ocarina is a wind instrument, but also an installment of the video game Zelda, which he mentions here. Massive like jungle, shy but rude, has a lot of layers. The phrase nods to Jungle the artist, who Ren is covering here, but also, incredible, Jungle is massive, is the name of a drum and bass banger by Shy FX, and the phrase became the anthem of a D&B generation. Rude boy was a common phrase of endearment in the scene. Rude boy becomes sick boy, but also shy but rude, describing the introverted but sociable mindset that defines Ren's view of the world. Phenomenal stuff.
Back on 74, call this place my home. Never gonna cry anymore. Where did it all go?
This is great and all, but I need more of the Police. Can you give it to me, Ren?
Just a lonely day, an island lost at sea. Oh, another castaway, nobody here but me. Oh, more loneliness than any man could bear. Rescue me before I fall into despair. Oh, sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Message in the bottle, yeah. Message in the bottle, yeah.
And there we have it. Ren absolutely smashed it. But did you really expect anything less? I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the songs behind Ren's latest mashup. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more exhilarating content like this. Until next time, dingbats.